Shrine Wardens have been defeated. The Dark Watch have been demolished. The Freedom 5 have fizzled. So this time we're going for Freedom 5 Absolute Zero. I'm not really going to say anything witty or anything because this is the single biggest time sink I have seen in this game. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you need to play 6 specific cards with Absolute Zero and deal damage. So that requires an immense amount of setup. And then you realize this wipes out your setup. It can wipe out everything. You can be one step short and boom, you're all the way back to square one. This stops you from setting up. This one will wipe out your equipment so you can't deal any damage with the modules and stuff like that. And then the other one, which actually it is this one. So not only does this one stall you, it actually wipes out your ongoings too. And then this one stops you from using your power, no damage. This one stops you from playing cards, more stalling. This one stalls it. This is an entire stall fest. I seriously don't know what the devs, well, in this case it was the card devs, not Handelabra, were thinking, but it's just getting stupid, man. We'll do the heavy play and we'll go tanky from the get-go. With a little bit of luck, maybe I do have smoke bombs and I can start directing everything into bunker. This will not do anything lasting, but it'll give me a card draw. Use power. So we're going to put those in play, and we will stun bolt. Like, I would love to get an infrared eyepiece, so I can try to control his deck a little bit. It's just, for the time being, I need to stall while I set up. Okay, we got quite a few ongoings. Pending casualty, we have stuff to throw away. We'll use bunker. I really don't care for Gatling if we're not doing the whole discard thing. So, as I was saying, just use the damn power. Actually, I'm going to change his play. Going to use this to get the Gatling gun, or the heavy plating back, and then draw a card. So we got upgrade mode, which means a whole lot of nothing. Like, the only good news about all this is that came out at the very beginning when its damage was somewhat contained. It's just, if it waited a little bit, I had other ways to deal with it. Trash that. That will do nothing here. The other thing about if it could have waited is I'd have other cards out that I could sacrifice instead. So keep in mind, this came out at the perfect time to where I don't have an answer. Like, expecting me to deal 10 points of damage on turn 2. I'm counting that as turn 2 because my board got wiped. There's not a thing I can do. So I wanted to go recharge mode here, but no, game says no. Fishing for Research Grant, as per usual. That's pretty much your core card when you're playing base Tachyon. And here, I could trust fund for a bunch of cards because I need stun bolts and other stuff. I can part with the Suture. And we'll get rid of a mega computer, even though that can be helpful until Legacy gets his danger sense. Luckily, I did manage to destroy that. So this is actually good timing because they'll both go away at the same time. The bad part is... Okay. So as I was trying to say, the bad part is, though, it's going to stall my setup, which is why I hate this challenge so much. So we get Research Grant and Hypersonic. And luckily I don't have any ongoings out there to get destroyed by that. Get rid of this. Turret mode. Sucker Punch. Combat Stance. And the Cryo Chamber isn't too helpful here. It's nice as like a throwaway card. But that's it. So I'd rather get rid of Inspiring Presence, to be honest. Get rid of that one so he doesn't hit as hard. So it's irreducible, but it's not the +1 anymore. And at this point, no, everyone's fine. Since I can't block this in any way, there's no point in redirecting it. Until I get next Evo. Yeah. So I need to kill this before it starts shooting us and killing us even faster. I may need to go into upgrade mode. So we're going to play Research Grant and Hypersonic. Actually, that won't work this turn. So we're going to change this then. We're going to use Blinding Speed to destroy this. And then we're going to use Hypersonic so we can hit him and stop him from dealing any damage. That'll give me an extra turn to deal with the targeting distance too. I actually like this card when we're playing base Tachyon. Since he's been hypersonic, there's no need to go directly after him at the moment. So I'm just going to keep stealthing. If I were to use the stun bolt, I'd probably want to use it on the targeting innocence. And I'll heal. I'm going to start doing my setup next turn. Impending casualty. Oh, okay, I see. So, skip. For absolute 0, we can get rid of the Frostbound Drain. And then we can have Legacy throw away the Surge of Strength. So that's going to destroy some equipment cards. You don't want to play those this turn if you don't have any out already. Let's lead from the front. There's next Evo, finally. So I'm going to play this as a sacrifice. Let's see, if I actually go to upgrade mode, I get to play one more card. I can play that still, I won't get to use the power. That'll get destroyed, then the next turn... Nah, it's fine as is. So she's gonna lose her goggles in a second. So we don't need that, or that. Okay, we got a pair of replacement goggles. So let's play the belt here. Keep in mind we are going to sacrifice that. Then Absolute Zero needs to destroy targeting instance. So I'm not keeping track to see if I take the 29 damage, I'm just trusting that I do. So we're going to get rid of that as planned. We lose the goggles. For her, we're going to get rid of the belt. And for him... I don't have a replacement. So it's gotta be the gloves. Ammo drop gave me an ammo drop. Form the Harbinger, so he's gonna become the Sign of Blight. Luckily, Wraith will block that for us with her Stun Bolt. And this. The one thing that sucks here is I don't want to hit him now unless... it's going to stop him from dealing damage because I'll lose cards. So yeah, we'll redirect that. Go for energy. So he still has one beginning of the end left. Question being, while he's in Sign of Blight, do I want to go recharge mode? And I'm thinking I do. Because my other option... we'll wait one turn before I do that. I'll take 3. Have the grenade launcher to play. Goggles, fleet of foot. There's the Gatling gun that I can throw away. So I'm going to hypersonic him just due to lack of alternative. Please Backup is actually a bad card here because it'll proc Sign of Blight. As is the Vortex. But for a different reason. That one being that there's only environment targets and him to hit. There's no minions for him to deal with. Or you to deal with, I guess. So let's put the eyepiece out and start peeking at his deck. So I want Sign of Frost on top. And for Absolute Zero, we'll throw away the Cryo Chamber. So we'll put out Shockwave, and that's ongoing number 2. We need to take a little bit of fire damage, and we already discarded, so we may as well hit him. So everything is now melee. So the nice thing is Inspiring Presence can speed up the damage that Absolute Zero takes, as well as deals. So there's a slim chance another one of those could come out. But that'll be discarded at the end of the turn. I'm going upgrade mode. I'm going draw. Quick insight. Got pushing the limits now. A pair of them. Get rid of the accelerated. Get rid of that. In case you're wondering, I didn't want to play pushing the limits just yet. Get rid of lightning reflexes. So I actually want Scion of Flame on top. For Wraith, I'm not going for her Freedom 5. We already have that, so we don't need the trust funds. And I got something else I can throw away when I get the chance. Bunker, I need you to make a discard for me. Get rid of the external combustion because, like I just said, we're not going for his unlock either. And we're going to Impale Progeny. So remember, any damage you deal is turned into melee here. Since we didn't deal any cold damage, let's just go ahead and hit him with this. Ah, crud, Inspiring Presence, I forgot. Not really a big deal, though. So, him first. I actually wanted him to take it, sadly. Yep. And yeah. Legacy will block it all for us. Goodbye, Sign of Blight. And now we can start wailing on him again. I was looking to see if I had a legacy ring, but I don't. We'll put out another next Evo just in case. And we'll keep nullifying energy. And we actually need this still. So I'm going to put out the grenade launcher. And another foam grenade. In case you're wondering, I'm going to play all the foam grenades. Not in the mood to deal with the environment's crap. So I want to hit him with this. Now yes, you can hit Tachyon and redirect it with Synaptic. It's just, it's not in my benefit to do that right now. The Synaptic is out there to block something bigger that I don't have control over. So, what card am I looking for now? Form of the Harbinger. So I need to make sure that there's a sign of the storm. Actually, no, I have to actually move this one. So I want sign of the storm to come up before that does. So we have 3 ongoings out. This will make 4. And we need to deal some damage, so hit him, hit self, stop dealing damage. And I'm hoping the self stuff counts because they just said deal damage. They didn't say do this or do that. Elemental Outburst will go to Legacy and be nullified, courtesy of Fortitude and Stunbolt. So let's bolster allies so I can get the cards I need. I was hoping for a Legacy ring, but not quite. And the only thing to do then is next Evo Energy. So the grenade launcher's out already. Play the maintenance unit. No. Well, it would give me more card draws. I don't need the card plays. Get rid of that. So one of the things I'm trying to do now is just maximize my card play so that if the like if I can't stop beginning to the end, I can at least contain its damage. So this is another equipment card. And now, best case scenario, double Sign of the Storm. I'd rather have the Elemental Outburst on top. If it was double Sign of the Storm, then that would be it. I evade beginning to the end for a little while longer. Okay. So this will speed up a lot of the stuff I do, but I only have 5 ongoings at the moment. So if I play one more, I'll have my 6, and I should be done. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, not yet. Okay, we can do this one. Then we deal ourselves a bunch of fire damage, which I can turn into a bunch of ice damage. And by using the thermal shockwave, I'm thinking I should, emphasis on the should part, reach that goal next turn. Because I've done 8 and 8, I think, every turn. I'm just counting the shockwave itself and then the extra damage. That was turn 2, next turn would be turn 3, putting me at 24, and then just the odds and ends I've dealt here and there, I should be able to get it. And then worst come to worst, I can just do it one more time so that we'd be at 32. From there, then we just have to win. Highest HP is Legacy, since he has the Fortitude. Well, that's something for me to play. So I could play this, but I can play that as soon as I leave recharge mode. I may end up using it as the finishing blow, we'll see. In case you remember, I just shuffled the deck. Okay, there's a little bit of good luck. So I already have a targeting computer and a belt in play. Those are both limited. I can fish out the other stun bolt right now, put that in play. No buffer. That gave me a trust fund. I can go ahead and grab the other infrared eyepiece and put that in play. And then we can do the mega computer so we don't have to worry about as much environment damage. I probably should have grabbed a Razor Ordnance, but not really a big deal. Okay, so he has 4 cards left. Oh, okay, he has 6 actually. I may change my play. We're going to leave this on top. Bingo. So yeah, he had Form of the Harbinger and then the 2 Scions of the Storm. By keeping the Form of the Harbinger on top, he's going to go to Scion of the Storm, yes, which is annoying in and of itself. But the good news is, we have evaded. So right there I know I've dealt enough cold damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. So we now have triggered the flag. And just in case, I'm going to hit him with that, because I can afford to this turn. Cramped Quarters, perfect timing since he's hypersonicked. Form of the Harbinger. Oh no! Sign of the Storm. Goodbye, Sign of Flame. Now Sign of the Storm is going to play Sign of the Storm. Okay, that'll be next turn, I guess. That works for me still. So we'll play this. I got really lucky here. I should point out that these have not come out earlier. And Paparazzi came out at the same time as his Hour of Reckoning. There's just no denying I got really lucky. Because this can take a lot longer. It can go like a Wager Master game, kind of. And yeah, we'll pop out, I guess. Play this. Huh, now that I think about it, I could do Freedom 5 Bunker with this current setup. Thing is, he's already unlocked. We'll go for that. Play another Research Grant just in case I need to protect the ongoings. Goodbye, Sonic Vortex. So one thing that sucks is you do lose the targeting computer this turn. And now keep in mind, any damage you deal is melee here. You do not want to hit yourself or anything. So we're going to put this out, and then we're going to skip. Actually, I could hit him with Cooldown Blast. So there's the hostage situation. Sign of the Storm, you don't say. Destroy Sign of the Storm. So that he'll still play a card, and we're kind of hoping. Okay, that works for me. I'm not sure why he played 2 cards, though. So we can't stun bolt him because of obvious futility. Good news is we don't really need to. So right now is one of those moments where it would be awesome if I could go into turret mode. But we're going to go for a double tap this turn. Inspiring Presence will offset the obvious futility. Firing the Omni Cannon. In case you're wondering, I'm going for broke. I'll have her actually take that. We have to do this 3 times. Ah, screw that then. Start a turn, skip it. So he's going to heal a little bit off that, and then I could hit him with stun bolts for 2 points of damage. No, 3. And now let's see if I use coolant, or not coolant, thermal shockwave. So I hit him for 2. Hit myself because I need to survive this shot. Hit Bunker because he can afford it. 10 damage. 11. And there's Freedom 5, Absolute 0. He even got the finishing blow. So if you don't know, his power is Pilot Light, which is really overpowered, I'd say. Deal himself 2 fire damage. He takes damage this way. Search your deck for any ongoing card and put it into play. So you can bring out your Impales, your Cold Snaps, Coolant Blast, Thermal Shockwaves, what have you. He already has a way to pull his modules. The only things you can't pull at will are his one-shots, and then the Apertures and Cryo Chamber. So, there we go. And I don't know if I ever pointed out in the other videos, but for the foil art, there's no difference here. Variant buttons over here. It's been a while since I played the game, if you haven't noticed. No change. And then his flip side, destroy an environment card. Each target deals itself 1 cold damage. Until the start of your next turn, increase all damage dealt to and by targets by 1. So if the enemy's going to hit themselves, this is basically plus 2 damage, because they'll take the 1 and then they'll deal themselves 1 extra. For Bunker, I don't know if I showed off his or not. Apparently not, since it's like that. One player may draw a card, select a hero until the start of your turn, reduce damage dealt to that hero by 1, so you can combo that with Absolute Zero in his pilot line, I guess. And then one environment target deals 1 target 2 fire damage. So if you have to worry about counterattacks, or if the environment has some sort of ridiculous buff, then you get to just have the environment take the shot. For Legacy, you know his Overwatch by now, I hope. For his flip side, he ignores restrictions. You get to play a card, period. You may use a power, period. You may draw a card, period. For Tachyon, Blitz is self-explanatory, I hope. Select a player. They may play an extra card during their next play phase. They may draw an extra card during their next play phase, or put the top card of a hero's trash into the hero's hand. So that one's not quite as good. And then finally, one player may draw 2 cards. They do discard 1 card, so kind of like Trust Fund. Select a target. Reduce the next damage dealt to that target by 2. Stealth. One player searches their deck for an equipment card, puts it in their hand, then shuffles their deck. Impromptu invention. Except you can't put that directly into play. So that's the Freedom 5, and with this we have all the variants in the game currently. There's probably going to be some new stuff on the horizon. As is, I don't actually know if there are too many variants out there that have yet to be added to the game beyond completionist guys. Because there's every hero has at least 1, and most of them only do have 1. So I want to say the only place to go from here is just for more heroes in general, more villains, more environments, and stuff like that. So we're up to date on everything. I don't know about doing one-shots. Where are we even at? Trickster Kismet, it looks like, in the block. Or is that Trickster Kismet? Might just be regular Kismet. Wow, it's almost been 2 months since I last did a one-shot. So the last note I wanted to give here, as for coming back to these, maybe. And what I'm getting at is, while I got really pissed off that the devs were just spamming all of these advanced challenge ultimate games instead of how things used to be. Like right here you get to see it in detail. We had 3 just normal games. For some of these they feel really, really lazy. Like they just said, okay, push challenge, send it out, that's it. I don't know if I'm actually going to come back and do any of these. There's still a lot I haven't done, to be honest. It's just not on my to-do list. But yeah, I may be coming back. Details will be revealed possibly Wednesday, and then I'll know from there. It's just, if they go back to doing that, I'm just going to walk away. It's that simple. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.